Good afternoon, sirs. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Abhishek. Sit down, please.
Thank you so much.
Sit down. So, how do you feel this afternoon?
So I feel good, sir.
Very good?
Yes, sir.
So, you come from Delhi?
Correct, sir.
Okay. So, you are a student of political science and international relations. Okay. So, tell me, what is the first ever book written on this subject?
Political science, sir.
Political science and international relations.
Sir, together like political science as well as international relations. Sir.
Yeah.
So I am not able to remember the book for both these subjects.
Okay. So which one you remember?
So I remember that Aristotle wrote Polity for political science. And so international relations, I'm thinking of Sir Kautilya, who wrote Arthashastra.
Arthashastra is only on international relations?
No, sir. Like it has components of international relations, Mandal theory in it, sir.
And then?
And Panch Siddhanta as well.
And what else?
Sir, in Kautilya's book, sir?
Yeah.
So economy, sir.
It's a combination of economics, real politics, and international relations.
Yes, sir.
So that is the first book?
Correct, sir.
Okay. Now, meditation, stoic meditation and mindfulness. Now, explain me what it is.
Sir, stoic meditation is like all other forms of meditation, where we focus on the breathing exercise. And sir, what stands it apart from other meditation is, apart from the fact that we have to focus on the breathing exercises, sir, stoic philosophy, which relates to the fact that one should focus on the present rather than pondering over past and future. So that helps us to reduce the noise which usually occurs when we try to meditate, because mind
how is it different from Vipassana? That is also focusing on incoming and outgoing breath.
Correct, sir. So I have to look into this, sir. The relationship between both of them.
And what is mindfulness meditation?
Sir, again, sir, mindfulness meditation, it refers to the fact that we have to be mindful of what is happening around us, especially in the present moment. So again, sir, this, for example, since I have come here today, so in the morning when I was meditating, so I had certain thoughts in my mind. Apart from that, sir, there are a lot of noise as well coming in the mind. So we have to narrow it down. And when we narrow it down, there is less noise and meditation is more good and the stress relieving is much better, sir.
Mindful meditation is different. The thoughts come and go. You remain conscious of your consciousness.
Correct, sir.
So, what is the origin of all this meditation? Where does it originate?
So, as per the mythology, especially Hindu mythology, so meditation is said to be emerged after Sir Lord Shiva. He propounded the yoga philosophy as well as certain philosophy related to meditation to different yogis, and so that originated meditation.
So why do you call it mythology?
So mythology because these are from the scriptures as well as because these have religious and cultural connotations. So
anything which has religious connotation is mythology?
No, sir. But sir, for example, we call Ramayana and Mahabharata to be epics because we find certain associations of those epics to several, like for example the bridge between Pak Strait and Tamil Nadu, Sri Lanka, and similarly we find several cities like Dwarka, which connotes to, so that's why we call them epics. But for mythology,
okay, my last thing is, what is the origin of mythology, the word mythology?
So
how does
I
it
have
come
to
from?
read about it, sir. I do not know the word mythology.
Okay, Abhishek, you have been staying in Delhi all along?
Yes.
Okay, just tell me in the last 10 years or so, how Delhi has changed. And don't explain, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways.
So, first, sir, the air pollution has deteriorated a lot. Second, sir, there has been an expansion of urban mobility, especially the metro, which is a good sign of relief for commuters. Thirdly, sir, under the current dispensation, we are witnessing that there has been significant upgradation of infrastructure in terms of education. For example, there have been several, and so similarly in healthcare sector as well, there are initiatives like Mohalla clinics.
Achha, okay. GDP, what's the contribution of homemakers in GDP?
So, as of now, as per my knowledge, sir, we are not calculating the contributions made by homemakers in the overall calculations of GDP. Rather, sir, I think we should.
Is there any country in the world which is doing it?
So I have to read about it.
Achha, okay. Encroachments, you would have read in the newspapers. Recently some encroachments have been evicted. What are the social and economic implications of encroachment and eviction of encroachments?
So social and economic implications of encroachment includes that, sir, there is, for example, if a particular encroachment is on a government land, and so there has been various scenarios where we have witnessed that there is a problem to mobility in those areas. Further, sir, so I can think of the implication of this, and sir, for eviction of those things, I can say, sir, if the evictions are done without proper rehabilitation, that causes significant right violation to those people as well, sir.
Okay. Core sectors of economy.
So, agriculture, manufacturing and industry, as well as service sectors.
These are core sectors or something else? Core sectors.
So, if the question pertains to the fact that the core sectors like refineries,
Yes.
coal, electricity, steel, cement, natural gases, and others, sir.
Okay. Last question. Carrying capacity. What is the carrying capacity of a place?
So, carrying capacity of a place it relates to the sustainability, and carrying capacity denotes the amount of, for example, amount of resources which will be required for recycling of the for example, if I may give an example, sir. For example, if we talk about carrying capacity of a particular hill station, so we'll talk about that carrying capacity will be proportional to the ability of that ecosystem to regenerate itself, and similarly, sir, it is based upon various pollutant as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Abhishek, you are a mechanical engineer. Now, I would like you to devise a mechanical equipment which can measure how much water fish takes in the pool. Can you do?
So can I think for a few seconds, sir? So in order to measure how much water a fish takes in a pool, so we can have, for example, so we have certain things in our homes as well, whereby we know wherever a particular tank is getting filled. So similarly, so we can use similar instrument whereby we'll check there is a reduction in the level of water in the tank.
Okay. There is no device you can develop because fish, nobody knows how much fish takes water. It is Chanakya. Arthashastra.
Yes, ma'am.
Bureaucrat is like that. Do you agree?
So I think the context in which it was said was regarding the corruption, where one cannot be certain because bureaucrats are part of the system, and Chanakya has mentioned that for corruption purposes, so bureaucrats are like fish in water, and one cannot ascertain.
It holds good. Ancient times, today, anytime, anywhere in the world. Okay. Let us get into Mr. Elon Musk wants to call you for joining Tesla to design the fastest car. Safe, fastest. What are the things you will do for making such a car, automobile?
So can I take a few seconds, sir? So for fastest car, so I think because Elon Musk is already in electric vehicles, so sir, we should focus more on the regeneration capacity because wherever there is brake applied in the e-vehicles, we can regenerate that heat energy into the battery packs as together. So sir, first for enhancing the speed of the car, for making it much more faster, we can work upon the regeneration aspect that will boost our battery. Further sir, we can also enhance the motor aspect of the car. And sir, regarding the safety of the vehicle, already sir, there has been several advancement in airbags, but apart from that sir, we should design the car as such that the toppling of car should be minimized as minimum. And further sir, the Elon Musk has already made in Tesla, the frame of the car is a single frame, not like other cars where the frame has multiple components. So single frame
will be ideal. Okay, define national interest.
So national interest of a particular country.
1, 2, 3, 4. Important components first.
So in context of India,
Any country.
so national interest is so furthering the development of that nation.
No, you are wrong. You are a political science student. Integrity and territorial integrity and sovereignty. Then only the nation comes to existence. Okay?
Sir, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Abhishek,
Sir.
let's continue the discussions on your mechanical engineering part. No, as an Indian citizen, actually, I'm very disturbed that the Pratt and Whitney engines in the aircrafts, are not working, and because of which a lot of our aircrafts are grounded.
So can you please repeat the term, sir? Like what engines?
Pratt and Whitney engines, which are used in many aircrafts nowadays, particularly this Airbus 320 and 321 and 319. And a whole lot many Go Airways has become bust because of that. Indigo 60 planes, which has soared the prices, fare prices. We are suffering because of that. So what is the exact issue in those engines?
So I have to look into this, sir. I do not know the exact reasons for
And
those engines.
why are we not making our own engines? We have been manufacturing aircrafts,
Correct, sir.
particularly fighter aircrafts, for quite some time. Okay? Since 1960s, so at least something like that. In fact, Marut was our first venture into that, fully indigenous. What has failed us so far?
Sir,
Why we are not able to manufacture a jet engine so far?
sir, the critical technologies which are required for,
Which critical?
sir, for
As a
example,
mechanical engineer.
yes, sir. So in an engine, not only sir the design of engine is important, but sir the metallurgical aspect, the material which is to be used, and sir because
Which
like
material?
so
Which material is lacking?
sir thing is that the technology that other countries provide as of now, it far outstrip our current technology, and so it is easier to purchase them rather than develop here. Further sir, we would require much better technology transfer with other countries, but sir engines comes under some critical technologies, so we have to have,
But China has done through reverse engineering. Why can't we do that?
I think
If
so.
China can do that and develop their own fleet of both passenger and aircraft, this military aircrafts. Why can't we do that? We can also develop engines.
So
In fact, our engine program is much older than Chinese.
correct, sir. So, but thing is, China is violating various intellectual property rights in this.
They are not being punished. So they are well within the right.
I think, sir, they are not being
It's
punished.
just a saying, no?
Yes,
It's
sir,
just a
correct.
saying. Who and if, for example, any engine manufacturer, be it GE, be it Pratt and Whitney, be it Secma, any of the engine manufacturers, will they tolerate that their designs are being stolen by the Chinese and they will keep mum? They will not. But there is no case against the Chinese.
So they do like put
It's just
several.
a saying. It is
Yes.
just a rumor.
So we can also develop in similar
As a
ways.
mechanical engineer, come out with a good answer. And mechanical engineering from a top college of India.
So we are pursuing, but so the amount of like the current technological advancement in engines, we are still far behind the counterparts.
That is an answer we expect from very middle grade politicians. No, not from you.
I'll look into this, sir.
Okay. So, my last question to you. Okay. Sir has asked you about Delhi. Now, what has changed last 10 years in Delhi? And I have one question. Okay. As a mechanical engineer, you are actually interested in efficiency, improving efficiency. Okay.
Correct, sir.
So, if the whole of Delhi NCR region, which is comprising of areas from different states, no, why should they remain under the administration of different states? If we combine them, okay, and the administration of all those parts is brought under one umbrella fully, will it not be more efficient?
Sir, argument is justified, but I think, sir, that because all these areas are part of different states, so
That's what I'm saying.
yes, sir.
It's brought.
Plus, sir, like without unifying all these areas under Delhi, so I think all other states are also experiencing so development in those areas, and the suburbanization is happening. And since we can see so various areas like Gurgaon, Faridabad, and Noida, especially, and others like Sonipat, others, they are developing, and so I think
But they are developing, but they are developing at unequal pace, number one. They are developing in a manner which is not most efficient. As a mechanical engineer, you should be knowing that.
yes, sir.
Okay. My question is that one only. In the interest of efficiency, national interest, why should not BJP government in the center, who can do it, which has the power to do it, because they are controlling both houses of the parliament. So like they have done for Jammu Kashmir, why can't they do for here?
So because these area, like the areas you mentioned, apart from Delhi, NCR region, so they contribute a lot to specific states' economies, and I think, sir, those states would not be happy if this thing comes up, and it will be against the federal principle.
Okay.
Abhishek, good afternoon. Yes. So, your optional subject is political science, correct? One of the most important thing in the recent periods, there was a controversy about police custody. There has been conflict of opinions in the latest criminal code bills. Can you talk about it?
So police custody. So like recently there have been instances where police excesses have been found, and we have witnessed that in some instances there were
What is there in the new criminal laws?
regarding police custody. Sir, I have to look into this, sir.
So, whenever a police gives statements, whatever statements the accused gives in police station, do they have any acceptance in the courts?
So as per the current provisions under IPC and CRPC, so the statements which are made in front of police are not admissible in the courts, while statements which are made under the in front of judicial magistrates and other magistrates, they are acceptable in the court.
Okay, what does the new CRPC tells?
So regarding the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and others, I have to look into this, sir. Specific provisions.
Okay, fine. So, you are familiar with John Locke?
Yes, sir.
So, if suppose using his thoughts, what suggestions he would have given about the current government policy?
So specific to something, sir?
Specific to something, given the role of government. Is it free market? Is it more welfareistic? Or is it more heavy-handedness? How does he analyze the current Indian government?
So as per John Locke, who has propounded that, because he has propounded a statement where the state of nature is like, it is all good, and it is like opposed to the fact that Hobbes has talked about state of nature to be nasty. So sir, John Locke provides for much liberal human rights, as well as much more rights like right to life, liberty, as well as private property. So sir, if John Locke has to give recommendations, then sir, it would be in these lines, like there should be more liberty to people as well as corporations as well, and private property should be encouraged, and capitalism should be promoted, sir.
Okay. And with respect to international relations, what is this Vishwamitra policy or a strategy?
Vishwamitra, sir. So I have to look into this, sir.
Did you come across it?
So I have heard it, but I am not able to recall at this moment.
Okay. So, what is the core theme of Raisina dialogue? Raisina dialogue. What is the core theme? What is the idea behind it? Why did they start it?
So Rise in a Dialogue is the partnership of Ministry of External Affairs and ORF, and so it is sort of a track 1.5 or track 2 diplomacy, whereby various world leaders as well as other business groups as well, they contribute in the shaping policies as well as, so
No, there are many platforms. Why again one more?
So Rise in a Dialogue, in my opinion, is a prime foreign policy forum in India's context, and it is a good thing that not only the Ministry of External Affairs but an NGO is participating in it, and it provides us diverse opinions, and as well as it helps in shaping India's viewpoint as well as the comments of other world leaders as well on this platform, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That's it.
Thank you, sir.
So we wish you all the best.
Thank
you
you
will
so
do very well.
Thank you, sir.
Okay? Make some improvements from today
Sure, sir.
onwards.
Sure.
And not too many mocks.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Good
Thank you,
luck.
sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.